for him. And so, of course, Doggo's going to be like, well, that's one more than the other maps.
Yeah, and Demon Island, I would be kind of worried too. It's already a little rough time getting on the stage with the Lance, you know what I mean? Whenever you're trying to play the side of the stage and your resources are exhausted. So we got longer sides here on Apocalypse. I like this pick. And we're getting right into it. A little bit of hounding play coming out from Asmodie, but not too many buttons. Getting sliced up to start this off, and I like it. You know, if you're going to have the sword, you really have to pester the other player and try to take the momentum away.
Yeah, I know for a while there, like the meta in the sword versus lance play was to do a lot of like spot dodge, this like jump gravity cancel inside of that lance approach and do that gravity cancel downlight. Let's see if Doggo kind of tries to bring that out, but right now he's playing the spacing game and he gets caught by that side sig.
That side sig is one of the best in the business. I love it. I love doing it. I love seeing it. I love that side air read, catching up Doggo, trying to go over to the side of the stage. Now we're going to see what the scythe has. It has a neutral sig for your troubles, and Doggo going to fall one stock down. Only has Asmodie around orange.
Oh, and this time she's going to be sticking with the scythe. Had her opportunity to decide what weapon she wanted to do, and now she's going in with the nairs and Sayers onto Doggo.
Hey, this site's looking kind of good. That down sig was clean. And is that the stock? Talk about getting terrorized into the taunt.
Immediate taunt from Asmodie. She's feeling really good. She's like, all right, Doggo, you might want to swap characters.
For real. We haven't seen much. A couple of sword swipes, a little bit of unarmed play. I feel like it's been less than 100 damage coming out from that sword so far from Doggo. It's just been all Asmodie so far.
I mean, on the other side, like, I don't think Doggo has literally had any time to do damage with guitars. Like, I think his guitar damage is literally 0 right now.
I don't think I've seen him yet. I don't think I've seen the guitars get swung one time. And a little bit of passive play. I see what Asmodie's doing, just looking for those moments, trying to catch Doggo off guard, see if that dodge gets wasted. Look, see, not even extending after catching that downlight. Just waiting to see if we see the dodge and then was going to carry on with more damage. That's just textbook scythe play.
Yeah, that's generally what you're looking for, trying to figure out what their dodge habits are. Nice pickup from Doggo there. Got the nair through that weapon toss. Again, if you hit them, then it works out. But the side air from Doggo is going to at least deny the 3-stock.
Yep, goes up high for a longer wait on that weapon, throws it up in the air. Here we go. We got the guitars. Finally going to see what these have in store for us. And it's going to have to be a lot to bring this one back. You get caught by that side stick, a lot of damage racked up. Not going to be enough, but, you know, 2 more light hits into another one of those, and you're definitely toast with the defense of Asuri.
Definitely not one of the tankier characters in the game, but at the same time, Katars have that potential to steal out stocks. Oh, goes a little early for that end sig. Definitely saw that coming, and Asmodie ends up getting past it.
I like that play, and I mean, these guitars are really doing work at the moment. You talk about how strong they were, and they're definitely looking like the stronger tool for Doggo here. Goes back into the sword, weapon toss into the side air, and oh, barely missed it. The side sig will do it. The target is acquired, and Asmodie is going to take game number 1.
He had the idea. You even saw the sweat beads come out from Asmodie. She had no option. Doggo just narrowly missed the single hit that he needed to get that stock. But he was bringing that one back. You got to give him credit, considering Asmodie was on the cusp of a 3-stock. Doggo definitely brought that one back a little bit.
Yeah, it was looking really, really good. I was liking it. So the answer we see is get the guitars. And the answer for Asmodie, do not let him get the guitars.
That's a pretty simple equation right
Pretty
there.
simple, right? No trigonometry. But so we're going to get here into game number 2. They readied up pretty swiftly, and I mean, both sides looking good. It was looking pretty bad at first. I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But the guitars started to bring it back for Doggo, and we're going to see who gets the first weapon and who gets the first momentum, and the lance is going to be in hand for Asmodie.
Definitely took a little bit of time to get started there for Doggo. But again, once he got those guitars going, he actually was able to put out a decent amount of damage. Now that he's able to pick them up early, might look a little better here in game number 2.
Yeah, he's got him, and the neutral is being played, right? Like, nobody's being able to put on too much pressure. Doggo's landing some nice stray hits here and there, but it still looks like there's a little bit more damage on the Doggo.
Yeah, I mean, the per hit damage for guitars has never been that great, right? Like, he's only getting the single tap here with that nair. Now he starts to get a couple more, but at the same time, like, 2 hits from Asmodie is going to equate to much more than 2 hits from Doggo.
Oh, that's for sure. We're talking defense. We're talking the power of the lance. So tried to rack up something there. Tried to go for a read on the dodge left with that recovery, but not able to catch it this time. Going to get a true combo with the recovery. Got some good damage, and the lead is definitely leaning in Doggo's favor at this moment.
Yeah, tried to go for that read there with that down sig. Ends up picking up the recovery onto Asmodie. Doesn't have the reach on the down sig. Asmodie's still living on this first stock, but Doggo definitely wants to take it.
Went for a hard read with the side sig, but Doggo goes over the top, knows it's coming, and catches the neutral light. Had enough damage for that to cost the stock on the right side of the stage. Tries to go down. Oh, I thought that he wasn't going to be able to get the weapon in time. Asmodie's still weaponless. Boom. Finally gets a lance. Dancing around, and there we go. We're going to get some damage started for Doggo on the second stock. If you can really hold on here and create a lead for yourself with the way that you're playing, I think this game could be leaning in the favor of Doggo. Ooh, goes for a hefty ground pound and right back at you, Asmodie.
He bet big on that ground pound. It is the most optimal damage. It likely would not have led to a KO, but still got to praise the attempt when it happens. But now he's stuck onto the sword as Asmodie starts swinging on him.
I like it. I questioned the scythe, and this is a good scythe. You know what I mean? I was thinking maybe it was just going to be a little bit of pitter-patter with it. Try to throw it away and make sure you get your scythe back. Not even worried about going to get that. Go get your lance back. Not even worried about going to get that. Doggo going to switch over to the guitars and just able and willing to scrap against these guitars with this scythe, and I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, she's looking very comfortable with the scythe in hand. Weapon toss, not going to connect onto Doggo. Doggo still gets that wall touch.
That down light was clean. Almost found the clean up. Side light Sair is going to do it. And Asmodie, Doggo had a nice lead. Asmodie just commanding with that second stock, comes in and takes a lead.
And now she's trying to cover that weapon spawn. Doggo does pick it up, but he takes a neutral light for his troubles. He's still stuck on this sword. Likely going to lead to a KO here in a minute. Oh.
Ooh, that wasn't enough. Landed a recovery, just could not get it. Now you're just going to start eating more damage that you cannot afford in this moment. Down a game, down a stock, and Asmodie just racking it up. Holds on to the side sig for just a slight moment and lands it, and that is 2 games in a row for Asmodie.
That was a read that she went for earlier, I think on like the first stock, right? And Doggo ended up going away, so didn't get caught by it. But that time, I guess in the scramble, he went for that bad habit and ends up getting caught by the side sig.
Exactly. You know, I understand on the defensive end, the first time you went over the top, right? And it's Artemis. Artemis with that scythe goes for that neutral signature, you get popped if you try to make that same read. So you try to stay low, and that little hold on it caught you slipping. I mean, you only had 2 choices. so I understand.
All right, here we go. Game number 3, Asmodie with a massive lead over Doggo. And now we're over to Demon Island, a map that I kind of would favor towards Asmodie, so I'm surprised Doggo left it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go Asmodie's favor on this one, especially with Scythe. You see what I'm saying? Yep. You got the Scythe, you got that down sig that leaks over the side. You have the Scythe in general that can party over on the edge and give you limited room to try to recover back on. But, I mean, at the same time, the Katars and the Sig Pack of Asuri can do the same thing to you. So I'm not mad at it, but right now, you know, even with this type of lead that we had last game from Doggo, it didn't work out. Nice read, catching on the right side with the downlight and the recovery. And stills the recovery, okay, with the neutral light. Lands the Sair, and the stock is taken. That was a beautiful sequence for Doggo.
Yeah, I'm surprised that falling Sair on that wall there ended up connecting. Works really well for him. Ends up leading to the first KO, and he's back to the Katars here against Asmodie.
That was super nice. All right, here we go. Ooh. Side light, I think that was supposed to be side light Sair, right? Okay, doesn't matter. Side signature is going to take it. And we're going to, which weapon we're going to opt for? Going to stick with the lance.
All right, Doggo with the sword in hand. Shades of game number 1.
Okay, you know what? The sword is looking pretty nice for Doggo. Doggo's been like using it as the closer weapon, but you know, whenever forced to play it in neutral, it's not like it's looking too bad. A lot of those nairs are hitting, keep away game on Asmodie. I think actually the Katars is the more damaging weapon in Doggo's hands, but whenever it starts to go south, it is also the Katars that are in hand.
Yeah. He tends to struggle when he has the Katars in hand, but he also is able to put out a lot of good damage when he has the Katars in hand. But now Asmodie with complete control, both the stage and the weapons. But Doggo gets in, picks up the sword, has enough damage that could be looking for a KO.
Yeah, this has been the finishing weapon, but the finishing touches with the side sig, the side air from Asmodie is going to be the job well done. And now we're going to see We're only going to 3. If Asmodie can close this one out, that's going to be a grand finals appearance.
And this is why she's sticking with the Lance, why she's known as the Lance of Australia. But final stocks here, real opportunity for Doggo to get on the board. And of course, he's got those Katars that he's been looking for.
They've been doing good, like we've said. Whenever it's good, it's good. Whenever it's bad with these out there, man. So I don't know. I feel like, you know, I guess you're more comfortable playing with these right here in this closing situation. But I mean, it hasn't worked out so far, so maybe try the sword out. It's looking good so far, so let's just see how this plays out.
Yeah, he's getting good damage built up. There's a real opportunity here. But Asmodie starting to steal some stage away. Sidelight misses, and Doggo gets behind it.
Asmodie's reads on those downlights, like catching these Sayers, are so well placed.
Doggo sees the opportunity. The weapon's denied. Still stuck on these Katars. It wasn't the sword that he wants for those KOs. The down sig thrown out, and that's a punish.
Went for the gusto with the side signature, and it just was not on target. Tried the down sig. Doggo fighting, trying to space it correctly. Gets on stage, and there it is. Woo is right. Or was that like, that's like, whoo.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief right there. That's like, whoo. Ellipses and all. Doggo does manage to get himself on the board. I'm surprised that final hit worked there. I thought for sure Asmodie was going to be able to dodge away. Sidelight, neutral light, but didn't dodge in time, and Doggo got the recovery, and now Asmodie has to put this one away.
Yeah, Asmodie, I mean, it was right there. Right in the cusp, you know what I mean? Just could not take it home. So, I mean, good stuff for Doggo. Doggo gets on the board. This is exactly what you want. You don't want to be down 2 games by the time you finally get one, but it at least gives you some hope so you don't end up falling down to that lower side and going to the losers finals. And now you get a chance to climb back up into this one and maybe get that winner side appearance in grand finals. But there's a long road to be had here.
And funny enough, like, we started that game off being like, yeah, this might be Asmodie favored. You know, it's Demon Island, great for Lance, great for the site, that down sig on the corners. And Doggo's like, yeah, but there's also no platforms to get in the way of my Katar combos.
That is exactly right. The Katars were looking really good. A lot of reads, a lot of good damage. I mean, but there was also good reads on both sides. Like I said, whenever the downlights are missing, Asmodie's been there every time for the side air punishes with that Lance. And right now, another side air's going to hit, barely misses the weapon throw. Scythe is here and catches the downlight. What do we have left in the tank? And, okay, Doggo made it back clean.
Yeah, had just enough to get over Asmodie there. Immediate Katar pickup with a neutral light recovery, and Doggo. Oh, the backswing, the down sig disco goes both sides.
Take them to the dance hall. You know that's one of my favorites. I love to see it. You slide off that side and you catch them. Okay, here, we got the sword. Oh, no. Tried to go for the signature. Going to eat a good amount of damage for that. Tried to hit the turnaround Sayer. Doggo is not able to hit the mark. Taking a lot of damage on the second stock. Really fishing to get that stock off, but just cannot find the finishing touches.
Side sig thrown out. Doggo manages to jump over it and get a nice little punish, but still needs to find this KO. Weapon toss isn't enough. Asmodie gets back.
Okay, that's definitely going to do it. There was nobody watching that had a question if that side signature was going to take the stock. All right, chasing in the air. I mean, that was a rough one. Honestly, I feel like if a recovery came out, that might have been the stock on Doggo.
Yeah, I mean, with how much damage is on Doggo right now, he was playing a little risky up there, but now Asmodie back on the Lance, likely going to just look for a signature if she sees the opportunity.
Ooh, Doggo safely staying on the ground. If that Sayer hit, that could have been rough. Side light into the recovery is going to be a clean KO option, only on yellow on the second stock. Commanding lead for Asmodie, trying to close this one out 3-1. Doggo still has a chance. We've seen Doggo in game number 1 running that bad boy back, so opportunity's there.
Yeah, it ain't over till it's over. Asmodie goes in, throws up the downlight. Nice chase up with these nairs. Has definitely recognized Doggo likes to go vertically off of a nair, and so she can just kind of stay up there, float for another nair.
Yeah, it's always a rough situation. I feel the same way. Like when you get hit by that Lance nair, it's like you wanna kind of go under, but then you're too scared of the other options, and then you just keep getting nair juggled. And, okay, talk about a combo, talk about a juggle. Woo! Yes, sirree, Bobby. Doggo cleaning it up with the Katar is going to go right back to him. Damage lead is in Asmodie's favor, but these Katars have a lot of momentum right now. Throws him away and unarmed versus the Lance.
gets a second set. He doesn't want to get caught the way that he did last time, where he was stuck on Katars when he was looking for that finisher opportunity. Now he's reset his weapon spawns, but he's got to be careful here. Sweat Beads doesn't manage to land. Oh, he throws it away again?
I'm not mad at it. You got the sword now. Now you got to just play really strong neutral, right? If this neutral is really, really strong and you can evade these finishing touch attacks, because you can see Asmodie's fishing for the big blows. None of them are able to touch at the moment. We got some good hits coming out for Doggo, but a good neutral light going to land for Asmodie out on the side. No options for the chase on the side. Tried to land that recovery and got clipped. Boom, side air. Okay, I'm liking what we're seeing out of the sword. Opts for the down light, doesn't get the touch.
Doggo's playing so well right now, but the recovery from Asmodie, another one of those, and Doggo's going to be done. The side air launches him. Gets past. The Sair. Oh, the weapon toss from deep, and Asmodie going to go into the grand finals.
That was such a good option from Asmodie, because I can tell you right now, I know Doggo was waiting for the Scythe recovery to come out. And then just a little bit of a bait with the jump into the Sair, bounced him off the wall. Like, I mean, it was over right there. Boom, you know what I mean? He dipped. You saw him dip right before that Sair came out because he's thinking the recovery's going to come. Yeah, that was good. That was good stuff from both players. What a run to try to bring it back from Doggo. But, man, Asmodie holding strong.
Yeah, now Doggo has to go sit in the elimination finals to await his next opponent. Asmodie gets to chill in the grand finals. Again, not overly surprised to see.